What's his side?
R2 motherfucking D2.
That's right.
So C-3PO.
Maybe it's a longevity thing. Maybe you just need like 30 years to remember a name. Like maybe
I need 30 years from childhood. 30 years from this point on, it's just all going out. I'm dumping ballast at this point. There's not going to be new information coming in.
No. Yeah.
Like the robot in the new one, droid. Sorry, not a robot.
Yeah.
A droid.
Thank you.
In the new one.
K2SO.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Yeah,
you saw it. Well, you've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah, but still.
That's the first time I was able to remember it right now.
Really?
Yeah, I've been calling him K2 and the Sunshine Band for a long time.
Much better name.
Yeah.
That could be a good title sequence clip. Why don't they do song and dance numbers at the end of these? That'll be much more...
No.
Why? Why? Because it's very serious?
No, because musicals suck.
Like superheroes. Those two things together I don't get.
Superheroes and musicals?
Yeah.
Are they doing that?
No, but separately, as two separate genres, I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand wearing your underwear outside your clothes and punching people in the face to solve problems.
It's not.
That's what they do.
It's not.
That's
underwear.
how they do.
It's not underwear.
It's
a spandex onesie that goes over top of your underwear.
I feel like you're splitting hairs at this point.
No, but I just want to be clear that like my Calvin Klein's boxer briefs aren't actually on the outside of the suit.
What purpose do they serve?
They're very aerodynamic.
Uh-huh.
So very little wind resistance.
Right.
Which is a huge thing to the superhero community.
Uh-huh.
They need to move fast. And it really just, I think it shows off your features well.
Is that a big thing for them?
I mean,
that's weird.
Probably.
That's a little bit weird. It's a little bit exhibitionist.
It's a little egotistical.
A little bit.
But,
like, wouldn't you be way more... You know what was, like, the one...
I think you know what it is?
What?
It's when you land on the scene.
When you stick the superhero landing?
When you stick the superhero landing, you want everybody in the room... They're all bad guys. You want everybody in the room to see how cut you are. So that they recognize what's about to happen.
That feels like an insecurity.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're very insecure people.
Yeah.
So you just have to show off your, like...
Look, if you spent...
all the work in the gym you did.
I mean, Superman didn't have to do any weight training, but Batman, sure as shit, he had to bust his ass to get that body, right? So
why didn't Superman have to weight train, and why does he get to be that cut?
Because he's from space.
If you're... Okay, but if you're from space...
Yeah.
Or actually, let's put it this way. If you go into space...
Yes.
And everything's lighter, so you're like Superman.
Yeah.
You can lift up heavy objects.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to your muscles?
I figure they would probably atrophy.
They're going to atrophy.
You would think
they're going to shrink, and you're going to be soft and doughy.
There's something about the sun.
Why does he get, like, crazy defined? It's like everything should be really heavy to him.
Yeah, everything's really light to him.
Right. So his muscles should get smaller.
Yeah. I have no dog.
See how it doesn't make any sense?
For Superman, sure. I'm just saying for Batman.
Yeah.
For all the people who don't have, like, alien bodies, who have to go to the gym and work out, like, 6 days a week.
Which is only, I'd say, about 47% of the superheroes. Everyone else is, like, from somewhere else.
And they have some kind of, like, mutation or whatever.
Yeah.
But for the people who are, like, busting their ass in the gyms, they want to show it off.
You know the one superhero that I actually liked?
What's that?
Well, at least the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
Hancock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's a guy who doesn't want to...
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that's secondary to me.
Yeah.
He doesn't dress like an idiot. He dresses like a homeless person because he kind of is.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And he just sort of does stuff, and you don't even see it coming because he's just dressed like a bum.
Yeah.
See, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah.
The rest of it was terrible.
Well, that's what made Shyamalan's second movie, Unbreakable, interesting.
Yeah.
Is that it was sort of like a realistic take on, what a person who found out that they had superpowers would do.
Now I like superhero movies.
Yes.
They're fun to go to.
Yes.
But I only like the origin stories.
Really?
I like the beginnings.
Yeah.
like the Spider-Man movies, when he figures out he can do stuff.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Once he's battling like 10,000 different, I don't care at all.
Yeah. Okay, so I agree with you. It is because you're learning about the character and you get to find out who they are and why they do what they do and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That is cool. Unfortunately, like, there's only so many origin stories you can have. Like, with Marvel,
yeah,
okay, so it's just a dude who has some kind of, struggle.
Yeah.
And then he gets powers.
Yeah.
And then now he's a powerful guy.
Yeah.
That's, how many times can we see that over and over again?
Only a finite amount of times. And then you just make a different movie.
Right. But
would be nice.
What I will say for once you've got the origin stories out of the way.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite scenes in all of the Marvel movies actually is a really small scene in the second Avengers movie, which was called The Age of Ultron. It had the robot that mass produced itself or whatever. But it was just a scene. It was they had a party, and then it was just the core Avengers. Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Black Widow, the Hulk. They're all just kicking it after the party, right?
Yeah.
And they're all trying to pick up Thor's hammer.
Oh, I know. I saw this. I love this.
Yeah. And it's basically like nobody can do it.
Yeah.
And Thor's, giving him shit for it because, they're not worthy.
Yeah.
And then Captain America steps up and it nudges just a little bit and you can see Thor's face change like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, he actually might do this.
Yeah.
And then he can't quite do it. And he's like, he just plays it off like, I knew you couldn't.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, fuck.
He moved it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was the weird thing, that he could even move it at all. I thought that was subtle. That was good.
Yeah, because it basically spoke to his character that he might be worthy of this, great power or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was also just like superheroes not being superheroes just being people.
Yeah.
In a room.
Eating pizza, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And you can only do that once you've established all the characters.
Okay.
And that's why I like it.
That would be an awesome set of... So you do all the movies.
Yeah.
And then you just have movies that are like...
just slice of life stuff. It turns into Seinfeld or something.
Yeah, totally. It's just them just kind of living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was
going through a divorce.
Yeah. That would be amazing. One of them crashing on the other person's couch because they're,
yeah, man,
things are tough at
just
home.
Pull it together.
Yeah.
God, just go say you're sorry. That's the one power I don't have.
Yeah. They go out for a nice fly just to kind of decompress. You want to go for a little fly? Like there was a post-credit scene in the first Avengers, which was them just eating shawarma.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because he had mentioned it earlier in the film.
That's right. And then it was just like
shawarma.
And they didn't even talk.
They didn't talk. It was just them eating.
Yeah. I just remember a theater full of people not moving.
Right.
So they could see this incredible shawarma scene.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, it was very satisfying.
I don't know why those things are so satisfying. It's like getting something extra for free.
Yeah.
Like, I love post-credit scenes. I don't care what it is. I really don't.
I will stick around for a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
I will not stick around for an encore.
They're two very different things.
Well, are they? They are, but they're not.
You don't have to sit there and clap like a moron to lure the post-credit scene out from behind the stage. Will you please come out and do another bit for us?
Yeah, but I paid you the money. Just show me all the stuff you have. Don't put it at the end like, oh, we forgot about this. Here's this thing.
Yeah, like we were doing the credits, like we were doing the final edit, and oh shit, that scene.
Yeah.
Can you bring the scene in? I'll just stick it on the end.
We'll stick it on the end. Maybe someone will see it.
Right.
But I think it's like a little I wonder how many people we can make sit through all the credits of the 10,000 effects artists. Same thing with an encore. Oh, sorry. We were going to leave, but do you want us to come out again?
Right. And play one of our biggest hits?
I don't know. I'm insecure. Clap for me a little bit longer and maybe we will.
Yeah. That's another thing is that either they come out and they play some song you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Like some B-side, and you're like, fuck, I just clapped for a really long time.
Yeah.
Play something good. But then if they play something good, it's like, why the fuck didn't you play that in the first place?
You're morally obligated to play your hits in the concert, not in the encore.
No. Yeah.
You can do a weird cover, maybe. I went to a Beck concert once, and I only made it for the encore.
Yeah. So in that sense, it was a good thing.
Yeah, I just show up at concerts for the encore.
Right.
But I walked in, and he was just coming on for the encore, but he was dressed up in like a just a bizarre, like kind of like a death metal costume.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah.
So if you're going to put something on, or you're going to do something unexpected, great.
Yeah. That would be cool if there was like a costume change in between, or, before every encore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Elton John. So we're going back to the 70s now.
Right. So you liked the first Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Went and saw it, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi, Muppets.
Had no desire to go see it.
Yeah. And then a really long time goes by.
I've forgotten about it.
You've forgotten about it.
All about it.
Yeah. And then the prequels.
The prequels came out.
Are coming.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Yeah.
You know what they did first?
What?
They re-released the first 3 with updated special effects.
Oh, they did that. Yeah, I watched those.
And I went to those, and man, people lost their shit.
Did they release those in theaters?
Yes. Yeah. And people went, and they were all dressed up, and people were really excited. So by the time like the prequels came around, people were like, it was a fever pitch.
They were freaking out about it.
They were freaking out about it.
Yeah.
And that's why you had lineups for weeks. People camped out. And I don't know about you. Well, maybe not. Maybe you didn't experience this, or maybe you did. But like for me, I remember the week after the release of Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And the slow...
Was it like the week after Trump got elected?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the slow realization that this movie was really bad.
Yeah.
And I remember like conversations about the movie afterwards, because you would talk about it.
Yeah.
Like Monday, boom, you come in and you're like, did you see Phantom Menace? Oh my God, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, all the droids and Jar Jar, like he was a digital character, a full digital character. Oh my God. And you got to see all these things, and there's a space battle. And then, it was really good, really good. And then Tuesday you come in and you're like, I was thinking about it, and Jar Jar's kind of silly, right? Like he's kind of silly. Like some of the stuff he says is kind of silly. Then by Wednesday, you're like, I don't know if I like Jar Jar. And, some of the other dialogue, and then by, like, you could just see people, they were struggling. They were really
wanted it to be
struggling to hold on to this thing that they had spent months and months just getting stupid excited for.
Years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as it was announced, people were just like, oh, the Star Wars is coming back, baby.
Yeah.
And so, it was actually... In retrospect, it was kind of sad to see people's like nosedive.
So I went to that. Okay, so not a fan, but went to that on opening night too.
Right. Got
tickets to see it because the theaters were running it around the clock.
Yeah, that's right.
And we went to what I'm going to say it was like a 4 a.m. showing.
Yeah.
And so I went over to a friend's place. So the guy who I mentioned, whose wife bought him like a full-size Stormtrooper outfit,
yeah,
went over to their house the previous evening, and there were drinks, and everyone's getting into it, and it was all cool, and they were watching all the old Star Wars movies, which, by the way, was really fun to walk in and to see all them on the couch watching Empire Strikes Back,
right,
and standing behind them for a minute, and then go, what are you guys watching?
That's you in a nutshell.
That is exactly me in a nutshell. And then the slow turn.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking with you. So we went, and he was so excited to see this movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it was interesting for me, who, like, I liked it, but I wasn't like, I just like going to the event, and I'm super interested to see this.
Yeah.
But he is, like, he's invested in this.
Oh, yeah.
So we went... And by the end of it, I was like, wow, that was a dog. And I turn and I look at him, and he's just like, well, it didn't take him 4 days.
No.
He was like in the moment, just like, oh, well, I guess there are other things I could like now. You're just crushed.
Man, that's a steep drop.
It was so
from like ecstasy high.
Yeah, the anticipation to
just rock
what
bottom.
a total dog that was.
Yeah. And that is why people, I don't want to use the word hate because it's so strong, but like they were really mad at George Lucas, like really mad, because that was the expectation, and the love, and just all of that was so high. And he really made, not just like, even by Star Wars standards, a poor film. By all standards, it was a really poor film.
Did he insist on writing that thing?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the problem. And I think that's the cautionary tale that came out of it, is that absolute control is not a good idea.